Join us, MrTruck.com, for truck reviews, trailer reviews, and accessory reviews. Mr. Truck here with the latest and greatest in trailer accessory review. This time it's shocker hitch. They've got an airbag cushion for your gooseneck, an airbag cushion for your bumper pole. Isolates the truck from the trailer. Great products. You know, the truck and trailer almost joined together. That ball is pretty solid, so you get to feel each other. But you want to isolate that. You don't really want to drive in the truck and film what the trailer's feeling. Your horses probably don't want to feel what your truck's doing. This way they're separate, and it makes them ride better, makes it quieter, makes a better cushion between the two. And you know, you're talking about living quarters and all those things that go on the front of a horse trailer, you know, with the glued in cabinets and the mirrors and all that. You want to soften that ride in the nose of that trailer. And that's what this does. Great product, made in North Dakota. Well, welcome to MrTruck.com. Another great review of this is a 2021 Infinity QX80. Now this has a V8. The powerful one, it's 430 pound-feet of torque and 400 horsepower. I'm pretty sure it's a 9-speed. We'll go over all that stuff inside. We're trying to do this before the wind gets worse. It's got 22-inch tires, man. This is like the real machine. Now they changed the nose of it. The nose of it, I used to call it something else, but they've actually refined it. I really like the look of this now. And this one has, you know, 3 rows of seats. So we'll go, come join us for the review. Kelsey had a family emergency, so it's me and Rick out here in the eastern plains trying to avoid the blizzards. We've been through a lot of snowstorms lately. But that's why there's no trailer on it, because there's just too slushy and all to try to do the trailer. You know, this Q80 is really cool. It's a QX80 from Infinity. This is the Premium Select. There's like 3 models. This is the middle model. And this here tells you if there's somebody in the seat, if they're wearing a seatbelt. It tells you how many seats. It is so awesome. This is really made for safety. It's got, this is that 5.6 V8. It's got 2-speed transfer case with an automatic. Actually, the 4-wheel drive, that's all you get. You get either automatic or 4 high or 4 low. So you don't run it in 2-wheel drive, it's all automatic. And this will actually tow 8,500 pounds, which is quite a bit. Very well loaded. You know, this is luxurious. I'll show you the interior in a minute because it just blows your mind. It's totally made different than anything else you'll find. But this puppy, I think it seats, it's got 4 captain's chairs, so you might have 4 and 2 and 6, or you might have 7. I got to count how many's in that last row. But they all recline. The 3rd row power reclines. Whoa! Now this puppy here, it's rated by the EPA at 19 miles to the gallon on the highway, 13 in the city, 15 combined. So it's a big bus, but it ain't gonna get great fuel mileage. MSRP on this is $79,490, almost $80,000. It's got radiant exterior welcome lighting, $455. Do you feel welcome? It's got the cargo package with a rear cargo mat, cargo net, console net, and a first aid kit. I saw that back there. That's $295. And it's got the Infinity radiant illuminated kick plates. That's $485 for kick plates. But all this stuff is so cool. It's got the Sahara stone leather appointed seats. And I want to show you a close-up on these seats because they're big seats. They're thick seats. Everything here looks like luxurious. I don't know if it's real wood or not real wood, but there's wood accents everywhere in here. And it's got a lot of, you know, rounding, sculpturous type stuff. And I think this rascal got Boise 13 speakers. Plane's pretty loud. Collision notification, high beam assist.
They don't get an airplane with it, right?
No, you don't get an airplane. Did it come across pretty loud? We'll see how loud that is. But yeah,
got that smart rear view mirror. It's pretty bright. I don't know what all it does. It's got a lot of buttons. I may have to play with this thing. But moonroof, but yeah, it's got 2 screens. We'll have to show you those 2 screens in here.
Don't go away, Mr. Chuck.TV. We'll be right back.
Now, come here, Rick. I want you to see all these cool gadgets. This one here is a perimeter cameras and alert. Heated steering wheel. This opens up your tailgate. Now, cool down here. Now this here, I know what this is. This is for your headlights. If you have a trailer on it and it's squatting, you have to use this to point your headlights up or down, which I think is cool. I'd rather just have them improve the springs, but it seems to be a Japanese thing. I see this on Toyotas. I see this on Infinities and Nissans, but pretty cool. Look how big that is. I mean, good gosh, it must be 6 inches thick. Very big seat in the front. Very big seat in the middle row, too. It's got captain's chairs front and rear. Lots of USB plugs down here. Now, what I think is really cool about this, besides the moonroof, is you got 2 screens. You see the 2 screens? A lot of times they get a foot screen tall. Ram and Ford goes a foot wide. But this has got 2 screens. So up here in this top screen, you can run your GPS and check out, the temperature and do navigation. And then down here, you can switch to auto. This here has all these other contraptions you might want to play with, and a CD player. Wow, now that's cool. What if this has a screen somewhere? It's got a DVD or a CD, just a CD player. But there's a lot of controls on the second screen. And you also can go navigation, information, destination. There we go. Hit the destination button. Then here it tells you what you're looking for, and then it shows up in this top screen, which I think is so cool. So you can get the navigation of where you're headed, and you use that, and you leave it alone, and you go down here and play with your radio. And here you've got where all your modes, for where you want to run the air, your fan, your temperature. It's got individual controls, of course, heated seats. But everything's easy to get to. I can actually understand this. I like that, the way they've designed this. Now, you can see in here, and this looks like wood, but you got beautiful accents, just like you see up here. See how that wood there goes clear around in the dash? That's on both sides, and then the doors, it continues into the door, which is so cool. But down here, you got, of course, a big console, you got a shifter, and I don't know if you can see it on this side, but this boot on the shifter covers up the D. So I guess you can figure out where park, reverse, and neutral are, and you probably can find the D, but this boot kind of covers it up. But now this one here, well, you got map voice, you got camera adjustments here. And let's see, oh yeah, that's the navigation. See if I can find it. I just turned all this stuff off. Oh yeah, there's 360. Now this one here is what's cool. When you do run the navigation, if I can figure out how to turn that back on, well, actually, you can use this, see, map voice. What does that do? I guess I'm going to have to turn this on. Thinks I'm doing something weird to it. Okay, there. Now watch the navigation once I get it light enough. It's kind of dark now. I don't know if I can change that or not. Let's see. Is it changing? I'm trying to change it with these buttons.
Now we're filming in the sun.
Yeah, now, well, it was brighter. Now watch this. With this knob that you see my fingers on, I can actually zoom in on states and counties, or I can zoom out and see me exactly where I'm at. You got all these controls, but this knob here, did you see this, Rick? It shows camera, it shows, you can go back, you got a map voice, that's all I got to turn off. This thing has been talking to me all day. And then your camera button. But this here, watch this. It moves to different, you can use different functions on your navigation. Back here, you can see you got tow modes, snow mode. You got traction control on the back side. Right now it's in auto. And you can push to get it in 4 low. You can just move over a notch to get it in 4 high. That's kind of a neat set of knobs right there. And I know if I can push enough buttons, I can get the screen to brighten up. And I love that, where you can just, a lot of times you need to do that. You need to zoom in, see where your next intersection is, right here in the middle of nowhere, so there's not too many intersections. But that is so cool. You can zoom in on it, get clear out into outer space, like there's Los Angeles, Dallas, Washington, or you can zoom right in here to Akron, Colorado. And that's so cool. I think everything's under construction out here. It's giving a lot of construction places. But anyway, that's the cockpit. And then, of course, you got all the stuff in the steering wheel. You got this has got adaptive cruise control, voice, and all your other toys, and your speaker, and your volume, and your radio, and on it goes. But let's go to the second row and see what's back there.
Oh,
This is the second row. Another great big thick seat. Heated seats. And all these toys for your cup holders. Big consoles. I don't know if this folds up. Oh, is that more cup holders, or that's where you throw your .45 caliber? Cool. And you got stuff back here. I don't know if that opens up to a cup holder or what. I don't know what half this stuff is. A lot more ports, audio controls. But yeah, this is the second row. It's another bunch of captain's chairs. I can always lighten that section up. Big, cool dash. This thing just speaks luxurious. Back here you got, the rear air in the air on the console. Kind of like what I remember on the vans used to have this. It's got vents all over the place. Vents in the third row seat. Now see back there? Let's see, that's got seat belts for 3. So that is 7. You can actually haul 7 people in there. They may not be large people in that back row. You got cup holders on each side. And usually Kelsey climbs back there. Let me play at this seat. You can kind of track me. Let's see if I can fold the seat down. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I've got a little bigger body than what she has. Oh, you got tethers all over the place. Looking for a handle. Oh, I found the handle. Whoa! Look at that. It spins right up there. So actually pretty easy to climb back there. Do you want to see if I can do it? Ah, geez, holy cow! The big boy does it. He climbs back into the seat, falls down, gets back up, and he gets another seat. Oh! I made it. Phew, look, I got shoot handles everywhere. Good gosh, there's 6 shoot handles in this. You must get nervous. Oh, it's really cool too. The air. Now look at this. This is from Star Trek. Remember those guys have the weird heads? They put them in they put them in his headrest, and that is so cool. Button here, you can slide it down. Yeah, I don't know what that animal's called, but it's in Star Trek. Not Star Trek. It's in what is that called? Star Wars. Star Wars. The cool guys with the pop-up heads. Guess you gotta see it from an angle to understand the humor here. And let's see if I can climb out. It's not easy. It's not easy. The back seats are pretty low to the ground. I guess usually you'd have youngsters back here. That's my idea. It's youngsters. And of course you got floor mats everywhere. Pretty cool. Let's see. Nope, it's not that handle. It's this handle. Up you go. Everybody got shoulder belts, but it amazes to me how thick these seats are. This is luxurious. It's like being in first class on a jet plane. Now let's open the back door. Ready? That plate looks like it's starting to come off, but this is where your hitch is. Since I didn't use a trailer, I don't have that up. Let's see if there's a magic button here. If there's not, I've got one on my key fob, and there's one up in the front dash, but with Q80, and this is one of the very few faults. Let's see. You gotta hold the button, and it opens up. And of course, back here, this is where you were. And oh yeah, these are power seats back here. So you can take these seats, and the right side, you can fold them up. Move kind of slowly, because I think this has air suspension. It's a little on the slow side too. Hey, wherever you want to put them. Pretty cool. That's a baggie. That's a net. Of course, they have more sockets, more plug-ins you see everywhere. There's There's thunder out here. See, there's cup holders each side. Now this here's a net baggie to put across these anchors. And I'm sure there's some more goodies down here. There is. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, look, some more goodies. Cool. First aid kit. Yes.
We'll need that.
Now, here's the one thing I'm going to complain about. You see this nice shiny bumper, these nice shiny plates. See some place to slide out. Anyway, but I've noticed on this big bumper, and I don't dislike big bumpers, but look how big it is. So if I'm trying to get my groceries in here, like I was doing last night, and it's giant bumpers here, and you know, we've had all the snow, so this thing can be covered with mud or snow, and here I am to get in to reach the groceries. I've got to push on it, so I'm going to get dirty as all get out just as I have to touch the bumper to reach. So I don't know they need this much bumper on the back. I think I would conceal a little more. But anyway, very few things wrong with this vehicle, but I think I would change that bumper. Too big a bumper. Then there's, of course, there's buttons back here to close the tailgate. And it's got shoulder straps, I think, for all the seats. Look at that. Don't you love it? These new engines, they cover them with plastic. So you don't know where the engine is. Where is the engine? It's covered. You don't know. There's a place to add oil and that's about it. Big airbox. Good gosh, that's a big airbox. That's what a lot of diesels have. So everything's very easy to get to. You got the 2 radiator reservoirs. 2 of them to check.
I found the battery.
Yep, there's the battery. But this is the 5.6. They've had this 5.6 for a long time. It's in all the Armada we get next week.
Oh, this is all your fuses here.
Yeah, that's your electronics.
Yeah.
You want to get to that.
Washer flood.
Yeah. Yep, indeed. Look at these gorgeous wheels on this Infinity. It is gorgeous. It really fits the fender well right. I like these wheels. They're good looking. 22-inch, holy cow. Cameras, you got cameras everywhere on this thing. 360, you got a good looking luggage rack up on top. Okay. Fender skirts, and then you got a running board that connects them. And that's what you want on a luxury SUV. You want to be able to climb into it without falling down. So you got a pretty cool looking running board. Okay, you got some immediate lights coming on. And it shows you the 4-wheel drive, the auto, and the 4-low. And there it shows you the seat belts on it. It goes through, you first start up, and checks all these things. Now let me start it. And then you'll see it check the 360 camera, the forward, the side, the lane, all that. It shows you all that. And that gives you warnings if you're getting too close to the lane, too close to a line in the road. Danger in the front, danger in the back. It's got some cool settings. On the shifter, you can't see park. It's clear tucked underneath there, so you have to move it over if you want to see something. There you go. There's drive. But you have to move the boot. They need to tighten that boot up or do something, but small problem. Man, I love the woodwork in this, if it's wood. We don't know, but man, it goes around. There's a circle there. I think it's so cool. A rich looking interior. Awesome. Then, so there's a backup camera. And here's a front camera. Isn't that cool? And there's a 360 over there. This is awesome. I like the front camera. I wonder how long it stays on.